naturally what's coming to my eye right now is the head and shoulders. Like, does anybody else see it?
I see it.
So naturally, that's what comes to my eyes. Let me back out to the daily. But see, then the daily, starting to back out to the daily, let's remove some of this noise off the chart. Backing out to the daily, it don't really look like that. It look like backing out to the daily, it look like this is just gonna be a rejection and it's gonna fall back down. If I'm being honest. It hasn't been down. And the reason, we'll just look at it like this. Like, all right, we got this huge impulse right here, bearish impulse right here. And now we had two candlesticks that's wicking. Like, this literally could be it could be support for the market to go back up, or it's going to act as resistance and the market is going to continue to move down. The thing right here is that the trend is your friend, right? So we obviously can see, that everybody can see that this market moving down, right? Obviously see it is moving down. Even if we use our EMA, which is our little cheat sheet here, prices underneath our EMA. So okay, we moving down.
Yep, them fibs my best friend, y'all.
Yes, I mean, we really in a dangerous zone. We're really like in a dangerous zone. Nevertheless, that's why we trade them. So let me do this. Because this is definitely going to be let me get to that mark right there.
What is this, NAS? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna put the fibs from like the top part and then drag it all the way down to the bottom. But then I was like, okay, what if I just put it from like the top, from like the 12.085 or the 12.0.90, and then drag it all the way down. I mean, it still give you like the same thing, but just different areas.
Yeah. So check this out. Right now on Nash, you really just in a chill state. Because like I said, it is acting like, you gotta look at this stuff like this too. Like, it's acting as a resistance up here. Now you're below Monday's low of last week, which is this gray line right here. So me personally, like, I would wait. We did anything with Nash. Yeah, most definitely, I would wait.
My bad. Okay, so like, of course, when you like draw all the fibs, like from like the top of it, well, not the V, but like all the way up there, it has like the 50 mark right here. But basically, like, it broke and then retested, but then it retested again, and then it dropped like straight back down, and it closed below the 50. So I just feel like if you don't break it, it was like a good retest off of that above, where you wait.
If it don't break above and give a good retest,
yeah, then either it can still consolidate, or it can drop back down if it don't break above the 12.088. That's from where I see it.
Well, that's way. We way up there.
Oh wait, let's wait. No. Wait, the 12.088. You sure?
Yeah, look right here, 12.088.
Okay, Remind y'all, for some reason my thing's still messed up, but it's like right at the bottom, like the little wick is at. I mean at the bottom, but like where Monday candles at.
What time frame you on?
The hour.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm on a 5 minute.
Oh yeah, okay.
I ain't even seeing none of that. So I mean, you got it. So basically, we reading price. We reading price of where it's at, right? And you have to look at stuff like this. Like the reason I'm still biased on the sales, like overall, like long term. I'm biased on the sales, but you have to look at things like this because you kind of can clearly read this. You kind of can clearly read this market right here. Like it was moving up. Like let's do this on a spaceship right here. Like it was moving up, right? Moving up. It started consolidating, right? We had our high right here. Then it dropped below, came up, and now it's pushing back below. Right. So you can kind of see how this was acting as a support and it just fell through. Right. It just fell, it literally just fell through the floor. And now it's rejecting right here. Well, now that I bagged out and I looked at the daily, my mindset is saying, hey, overall the trend, because the trend is your friend, look more for the sales, right? Look for a price to drop.
I'm not even gonna lie. My bad. When I seen that, I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm fixing that. Mommy. What? Can you just be quiet? I'm going to, okay? Okay. So when I was in the sale, I was like, okay, I'm fixing to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this. Okay, I pressed sell. I was in drawdown for like a good 15 minutes. And I was like, okay, nope, just keep holding. And so I was like, you know what? Okay. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I waited, boom. I was like, yep, in profit. Look at me. And then when you had asked, and I was like, oh, yes, I am. I'm in NAS. What are y'all doing? It was then like I had got out roughly around whatever the pips there was, but I know I caught most of that candle because I consolidated at this one point. I was looking at the 5 minute then. But that was a nice, very, very nice trade. Oh, I'm proud of myself.
That feels good. It feels good when you win it.
Most definitely.
So yeah, man, you can kind of see this is a 30-minute time frame, but you kind of see if it break below 11,900 here, you can kind of see this range. Like it's just some good space. Where's my tool though? Boom. Like right here, if it break 11,900, got about 600 pips worth of space right here. And then to the top side, that's where it gets a little choppy at, right? Because when you break into this area here, like price is doing right now, you still want to see a retest to that area before you buy it, just because of where it's at. Because like overall, we are in a downtrend, right? But trading also shows us that hey, we have a head and shoulders pattern right here as well. So this could be the right shoulder, and this thing be taken off. So it's always, man, I'm always looking for the buy and I'm always looking for the sell, right? Because if you come to the market and you just like, oh, it's gonna sell, or you just like, oh, it's gonna buy. Like you only give yourself one opportunity to be right. And I don't think trading should be like that. I think you should be flexible and react to whatever the market is doing, right? Because it's not gonna do exactly what you want it to do every day. I wish it would, but it don't. Yo, is that Victoria, Katie? I have to get my heat up.
It's Victoria.
Yo, what's good?
What up?
Yeah, we already talking about NAS. What you
Yeah, I
got?
don't listen here.
What you got?
Mondays is I don't like them, but it's just consolidating right now. Hold on. I want to say we still bearish from everything, like from the look of it. But the only concern about being bearish right now is this. You remember 13,400 was like 2 weeks ago. So that's a retest that it missed like 2 weeks ago. And so I'm just gonna have to go with what the market doing at the time. Because that retest that it missed, I know it's got to come back there. I just don't know when. It could drop some more before the end. I don't know, but that's gonna be a far drop in a long recovery recession.
So I'm looking at it. It looks like head and shoulder vibes to me.
Yeah, but I thought that it looked like that last week, and then. But are you on the third? What time frame are you on?
This an hour right here, but this.
Let me look at your hour. Maybe I just saw it earlier. That's the hour?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I think what I saw was, I think I tried to make the one prior to that a head and shoulder. Like if you zoom back, that's 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Which time frame you need?
The hour. Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah, I tried to make that a head and shoulders. This like
the little head and shoulders right there.
Yeah, go over to the left. Left. That's the shoulder. That's the left shoulder. Yep. Then that's the head. And then I
mean that's technically that's still a head and shoulders.
And I guess maybe it completed and just stopped at the neckline and didn't push up.
Yeah, then keep on pushing.
So you would have to catch the right shoulder.
Yeah, and even right here, this was our Monday's low that it just retested and tanked from. But even still, like that's the neckline. If it was, it had to come back and break and retest. But what I was saying is like we're not looking at it long term. If we was to buy it at all, like you need to see some major structure breaks. What I was looking for, honestly though, is because it's rejecting this 11,950. So like if it's already bearish. If it's already bearish, we know we had the market moving up right here. We had higher highs, and then we switched and we made a lower. We broke right here and we made a lower high. So what I'm looking at now is like, okay, if this thing rejects and makes a bearish candlestick right here, could this be the start of that move down? Because even on the daily, like we had an area to where it's just wicks. Like the last 2 days have been wicks. You see what I'm saying? So it could be coming back for a retest. You see what I'm saying, Victoria?
Yeah. So
that's kind of what I was looking at. And you haven't had price go low. Go low today. Like it started out bullish. Like we don't have a low.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right here.
Exactly.
So that's kind of what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, overall though. I mean, I still would be willing, like in 2 minutes here. I mean,
let me look at
low risk here, like taking the sales off of this area.
Yeah, if this candle closes bearish on a 5 minute time frame, I'd be comfortable with that.
So let's see. Look at my targets. Bro, I don't know what, bro. KD be having it so cold up in here, man. Shaking over here. I'm gonna have to get a blanket. I'm telling you. That ain't bad risk either. 17 or about 100 something pips. I could do 200 pips.
Mari. Girl, you lose one shoe every day. One shoe.
So do you think in this case right here, does it need to be like super bearish? Well, it need to be a candlestick.
Yeah. Man, I swear to God, dude. I said that last time. Literally Friday, I said, I'm gonna wait for let it be. I wanted to close like super bearish. And it closed like this. And it dropped 5,000 pips. And I didn't enter it because I wanted it to close super bearish. But if it closed like how it is right now, then yeah, you could sell it.
All right. So y'all be looking at sell. 16 seconds.
Let me look at your stop loss. Where you have it?
Right above these candlesticks, 200.
Right above the high that kind of made under there too. Okay, yeah, that's where I would have it too.
About 200 pips.
Okay.
All right, I'm selling. I just sold. See if we can get a stop loss. It's gonna be right at 11,961. 11,961. Gee, should have went straight into profit.
Make sure y'all check y'all stop loss for well, y'all in prep right now, but check y'all stop loss for your own numbers too. Like look at your broker and make
yeah. Make sure you look at your broker. Yo, but you are in profit right now. You are in profit right now about 100 plus pips.
Yes, sir.
If only my son is jumping on my arm, I'm not understanding what his problem is this morning. Y'all, he's just doing the most.
Hey, let's go.
Look, stop. See, the extra.
Sorry, put your Crocs on, baby. So you just grew out of your Crocs in one day? That's crazy. Come on, man.
What? Yo, make sure you have stops in place. We up about 150 pips right now.
Stop, boy.
Let's go. Let's see if we can get that TP down at 11,900. 11,900. Where you at?
What's wrong with it? Huh?
11,900. Where you at?
What's wrong with it?
11,900. Where you at? 11,900. Where you at? Yo, we up about 200 pips right here. Make sure you have a stop in place and you start securing some profits right here. All right, make sure you start securing some profits right here and you have a stop in place. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Did you like it?
All right.
You want to take some with you? That's weird.
Saltiest.
Yes.
I had just grabbed my phone. Boy, can you stop?
I like it. I like it.
Want to take an orange?
I like it. Hey, I like to.
Wait a minute.
Hey, let's go.
Go ahead. Praise dance. Go ahead, Caleb.
Yo, make sure. Hey, once again, make sure you're taking profits. You taking profit. On this Nash trade right here. Yo, let's go.
Okay.
Yo, we can
Go to the party.
Let's do this TP, man. Let's do this TP.
What?
All right, do we have any questions though? Like for real?
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead. Okay, so how you get that entry?
All right, so it'll be real simple, right? So let's go up here to our empty screen. All right, so we always looking at support and resistance. All right, we always looking at support and resistance. And what I was saying before is that overall, we're looking at the market to do a certain thing, but the time frame that we're trading on, we're reading the price action, right? So basically, overall, we looking at sell, right? We saying, hey, the market's gonna sell. But on the smaller time frame, it was giving us confirmations that it was about to sell. And the way that it was doing that was basically, I like my rocket ship over here. So basically, right, you got price that we had price boxed in right here, right? Price came down. Let me show you this. Price came down. Started playing around in this zone down here. And then price moved up, right? Which would be our resistance. All right, so normally we could only do two things. All right, normally we only looking for this, right? What's the only other thing that the market could do if it doesn't break and retest like this and continue up?
Go down.
Exactly. So now when we get to this level of structure, we started reading price action, right? So what happens is, because the market can only do two things, we already got it boxed in. We know that it's falling because we already expecting to sell. So when the market is pushing up and it gets to this level, if you notice, when we go back to that area, it couldn't break, right? It wouldn't break this area. And what I mean by that is that it kept touching and rejecting, touching and rejecting, touching and rejecting. And then finally, we got a bearish candlestick.
Oh, y'all
So
about
now
to
that we
snap
got a bearish candlestick, that's the first indication that the bears are in sale. I mean, that the bears are in control now. Now we're just expecting the market, because it couldn't go up, it's rejecting, and we're expecting it to go down.
You don't have to take your backpack, okay?
Like, that's it. You're reading the candlestick pattern at that point. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now look, so looking at it, if we follow our rocket ship, look, price came down, and it might help if I do this, like if I take some of these lines off. But look, we only looking at these two lines right here. We only care about these two lines, which are our VTA lines. Let's go. TP, if your TP did get smashed, this is like where you should be, like get ready to take some profit.
Yeah.
Because
we should be super duper duper close though.
Yeah, market be doing some stuff right here. So if I was y'all, I would, if you haven't closed out majority of it, get ready to. Oh, never mind. TP.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you just doing a take profit one, or are you like gonna leave a runner?
I mean, I got a runner on my phone, but I didn't give out a runner. That's 400 pips for TP though.
Oh, okay.
400 pips.
Yeah, because what I usually do is like, you will want to just see how it reacts to this level right here, and then you can kind of determine if you're gonna stay in or not, which likely, I mean, it's blowing through the level right now. And it's below the EMA, so it's bearish right now. I didn't even look at the hour yet.
Yeah, I told you the hour is still underneath Monday's low.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yo,
oh, yeah.
I done closed out 90%, but I got my runner running.
Oh, okay.
And a runner gonna do what a runner do. Run. So
good
that's dope, bro.
Good trade.
Great trade. So, and this is, I'm telling you, two guys, like, this is something that I'm really just working on as well, like just being patient, understanding that, the market only can do two things. Like, we got it trapped. Like, we got it trapped. It has to do, it has to move in our favor, right? And from our boxed in line, from our boxed in support and resistance, it only can move up or it only can move down, right? We just have to wait for the market to tell us what it's going to do. So look, we got a high, or we got the highest point right here before it started retracing down. Market pulled back, right? Or started dropping, pulled back, made a higher low, came down, started retracing again, made a higher low. So when it came back into our support and resistance, right? Our resistance here and our support here, well, it rejected this level, right? Look, it came up, touched it one time, couldn't break through. Came up, touched it, or tried to touch it again, couldn't break through. Came up, touched it again, couldn't break through. Came up, touched it again, couldn't break through. But where we entered at, right? The candlestick that we entered on here, right? What candlestick pattern is that?
Engulfing.
Exactly. So because it's a bearish engulfing, and we're at an area of resistance, take the trade. Take the trade, small stop loss, right? You'll normally, Victoria, you'll go up to like 500 pips, right? On that.
I'm gonna beat your ass. Beat your ass. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's why it's trade school. We got all the moms in here, bro.
Yes.
Hey, everybody can understand.
100%. But yeah, I will go up to that, but I try not to. Cause if it's doing the most like that, then it's probably not gonna go in my favor. But the only time you really use like that amount of pips on a stop loss is New York session, because y'all see the volume of New York candlestick crazy lately. So that's probably the only time that I use like a wider stop loss.
Okay, yeah. I anything less than 500, especially on NAS and US 30, which was 0.01 is $50. So anything lower than that, but the risk to reward is at least a 1 to 2, then I'm willing to take the trade. Like I said, I've basically identified that my best trading comes from scalping. So if I can keep my stop loss minimum, but my reward super high, then I'm trying to take that trade. So
right.
Stop loss on this one, I mean, you're looking at 200 pip stop loss. So I'm willing to lose 0.01. I'm willing to lose $20 to gain $40, right? I'm willing to double. So now my next, and this is where risk management comes in, that now my next trade, I just have to use the same lot size and not lose more than 400 pips, right? Because if I take the next trade and I lose, right, and I lose 200 pips, guess what? I'm still up 200 pips.
Right.
So that's where just risk management comes in at that point, which is by far like the absolute most important thing that I've come to find out with trading. Like at some point in your trading journey, you're gonna stop over leveraging. I promise you. You're gonna get sick and tired of it. You get sick and tired. Sick and tired of it. Because sometimes it work out and it's good, but that one time that it don't work out.
One time it don't, it wipes your whole thing out.
Exactly. So
crying.
Account out.
Exactly. So
I have to come back next week.
Exactly. You gotta save some more money. So I'm just telling you, like, don't over leverage. And I'm telling you, man, I learned just this year alone, I learned so much stuff with trading. You seriously have to treat it like a business, like for real. Show up at the same time, take the same exact type of trades. When you make, like today, we just hit 400 pip TP. Be done trading. Like, be satisfied, because like having these experiences with these funded accounts, like going through this process, this 400 pip move, bro, you start trading with half a standard on NAS and US 30, bro, them thousands add up quick. So just practice. Look, just practice catching the move, practice the disciplines, practice showing up, practice being able to close the computer, practice walking, like literally practice walking away. Because I'll tell you, like, over the last few weeks, our biggest thing, my biggest thing especially, has been talking about greed. It will sneak in. You're going to get to the point in this skill set right? You're gonna get to the point in the skill set that you pretty much can come to the market anytime and find the setup, right? Victoria, would you agree with that? Could you, like, if I said, if it's 3:00 in the afternoon, I was like, hey, Victoria, can you go find me a setup? Could you find a setup?
Yep, for sure. Likely.
Exactly. So when you master the skill set, you can find the setup anytime. So when you get your setup, take your money. All right. Don't risk it back. Come back the next day. Take your profits. 400 pips. If you're on a 0.01, that'll be $40 per 0.01.
So I caught about like 600, 700 pips the other day with the little trade there. So I was right, just trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And they're just doing it over and over. But yeah, it's the amount of pips, not the amount of pips, the amount of the lot size that you use is gonna determine how much money you're gonna make every single time. So, like for instance, somebody just depending on account size, somebody could have
I
made
tried to tell
$4,
you, get out.
or somebody could have made $400. You know, if they had the leverage and the capital to risk more. That's why I tell you guys, like, just focus on the skill set. Like, focus on mastering the skill, like being able to execute the trade, being able to see your setup clearly, being able to, translate what you see on the chart over to your phone. Literally treat your demo like a real account. Because if you master the skill set, me, Victoria, KD, we can show you how to get the money, right? We can show you how to get the capital, right? But in order to get the capital, you have to master the skill set. You actually have to know what's going on with trading. So with that being said, we got a 20 minutes left in this time frame, but we don't call our pips. If nobody has any questions, then we gonna get off this bad boy. It'd be done for the day. Any questions? All right. Outside of that, another lesson, my last gem for everybody today. Sometimes with trading, less is more. Right. Something that I noticed on my winning days, I would only place 1 to 2 trades. Right. Very, very little trades, 1 to 2 trades. On my losing days, I would have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 trades. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. In and out the market. So minimize how many trades you take a day. One of the hardest lessons that I had to learn. It costs. But when you have a losing day, just walk away. Like, always can come back tomorrow. Like, and it's a confidence building thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you have to build your confidence. But you can always come back tomorrow, right, and catch some pips. Always. Right? The market is moving. There's a lot going on in the world right now. So it's a lot of volatility in the markets, a lot of opportunity in the markets. If y'all already haven't noticed, some people saying we already in a recession, some people saying we at the beginning stages of recession. All y'all need to know is that the price of stuff is going up and people are not making more money. All right, that's a problem. That's a problem. And you have a skill set to where Monday through Friday, you got your phone and you got some capital, you can make some money. All right, so take it, please take it serious. If you got questions, ask. You need one-on-ones, set them up. I think, like I told you guys a few months ago, the summer months are going to be fun in trading. It's going to be a lot of volatility because a lot of people are traveling. We don't have a pandemic really going on anymore. So I think it's gonna be a fun summer. A lot of pips to be caught, a lot of good moves. So yeah. Outside of that, if we ain't got no questions,